A year ago, I had the chance to go on an energy congressional trip to, we went to Lisbon, and we looked at an LNG import facility. So they want to import natural gas. We have lots of natural gas right now. And then I went to Brussels, and I spent a day at the EU, half a day at NATO. And then we went to Ukraine and met with, we were in Kiev just for a couple of days. It was like a 5-day trip. But my takeaway and my understanding about Putin, I learned a lot about Putin. And when you think about what we need today in our military versus maybe what we needed in World War I, World War II, it changes. Oh, sure. Putin right now his propaganda campaign is more, I think, more of a threat and more effective even than what he's investing in the military and in the the upgrade to his nuclear program, right? Because he's the one, his social media effort. I came back, I had never watched Russia TV. I encourage you to go find Russia TV on your local cable channel. It was frightening for me to spend some time, you're getting this all recorded, but anyway, watching Russia TV. It is, what I saw in the time that I watched it was like 45 minutes I watched it. I saw Oliver Stone's son, I saw Jesse Ventura's son, these hip 30-something-year-olds talking, Larry King has a show on there now. Their advertisements were all about how Fox News, CNN, and NBC, all of them, they're all in cahoots with the political leaders. This is all produced in Washington, D.C., as a matter, so Russia funded, Russia TV for all of America. So all of our news sources are in cahoots with the political establishment, which may or may not, anyway. We're the ones exposing the truth. So Russia TV is exposing the truth, right? And it really struck me, where do people go to find the truth, right? Right? And you're out there and you're flipping the channels and you come across this really cool, hip show and you're like, oh, let's take a look here. And it wasn't blatant. It was a subtle undermining of American approaches and the way we do things, right? And that's him. Putin is the one that is funding the NGOs in Europe that are anti-fracking. Okay, and so when I spent the day at the EU, it was all about when is America going to join the global effort to combat climate change, right? Yeah. And that was across the political spectrum. It didn't matter who I talked to, right? But isn't it interesting to note that Putin is the one funding the NGOs that are educating and persuading people that fracking is scary and we can't do fracking even though we're doing it in America and it has brought down natural gas prices dramatically, right? And it's given us a competitive advantage, and it's a big positive right now in this country. So, and I share that because it struck me that, yeah, we need the military, but we also need, it's almost like we need a 21st century radio-free America, where we're talking about what we believe as, what our values are, the way that we view things, and making sure that we're promoting American freedom values and opportunity and the importance of the rule of law and representative government, that there are forces that are at work to undermine all of that, and it's not just always military. It is other ways, which is even harder, right?
Right.
It's harder when you're not in the game.